The coaches are just coming back today from a few days off, and we're getting back in the swing of things right now. Players aren't back till tomorrow, so I don't have a lot of information for you there. We're expecting everybody back, Josh included. So if you go in that direction, that's the information I have for you. And then I presume they've got some workouts in, and they're off time, and we'll come back ready to go. So that time's yours.
We'll go first to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Coach, you kind of alluded to it with Josh. What's the reintegration plan with him? You sense that he'll be able to just get right back to start?
Yeah, I think, Pete, what we'll do is just see where we're at here. And, we've got a good player in there now, and, what Josh is capable of and all that. So we'll just see where we're at when they get back.
We'll go next to Jesse Newell. Jesse?
Hey, Kelce, I have a follow-up, too. Hey, Andy, I wanted a couple just quick injury updates on guys. Isaiah, do you expect him back in practice this week? And then Jawan Taylor left the game against the Bills. What do you anticipate with him?
Yeah, well, I'll have to see after Jake. And Taylor was feeling pretty good by the time he got back here and had left. So I think we'll probably be okay there.
Okay. And a quick follow-up from the Buffalo game. When Pacheco was out, you guys elevated Clyde and left Elijah Mitchell on the inactives. Can you just go over the decision there to bring Clyde up for that game?
Yeah, so we really like Elijah. Obviously, he wouldn't be here, but I think that makes a big statement there. But Clyde is, he knows all the protections and knows all that. Not only does he know it, he's done it. So we've seen him do it. So there's a comfort. There was a comfort there. Not that Elijah doesn't. He's a very short kid. So we just, we've seen, our guy do it. So that was the only reason why.
We'll go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Coach, with Josh, how do you feel like the team has handled it, the coaches and the players alike, as far as Josh's departure and now his return?
Sure, Matt. Players always are concerned about other players' well-being. That's personal. So, but on the other hand, they also move forward, and they don't necessarily look back. So they giddy up and go on what's there today, and let's go. And they go 100 miles an hour with that. But I think it's a blend, of things. They're not dwelling on that, but they want to make sure he's okay as a human being.
And coupled with that a little bit is, what was kind of the process for Josh coming back last week? Was there anything, maybe differently that you did or the team did, players and coaches, to kind of get him back into the building and welcome him back?
Not necessarily, no. Yeah.
We'll go next to Sam McDowell. Sam?
Hey, Andy. Just along those lines, did he get some workouts in last week? Are you able to tell already what kind of football shape he's in already?
Yeah, Sam, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not telling you yes or no that he did, but I know he's been working on it for sure.
Well, just wondered, Jalen's played a few games now, and just wondered if you could just assess what he's done at left tackle.
Yeah, Sam, Jalen's he's done a nice job for us. I think just asking him to jump in after the season's been going for a couple months here that's a tough ask, especially against the D lines we're playing. But he's done a respectful job.
We'll go to Surin Petro next. Surin?
I got a couple of follow-ups as well. Coach, let's just start, first of all, with the playoff picture. You had a number of things that maybe could have helped you guys out this past weekend. Looked like it was maybe going to help you out. Didn't go that way. So is there a sense of urgency about how far you are down the standings right now? Do you sense that amongst, the entire organization, the players and everybody, how urgent the situation is playoff-wise?
Yeah, sure. And I mean, in this league, I mean, every game's important, and so you've got to stay focused on that. And it doesn't matter what you project or what's happened before. You learn from your past and take care of what's going on today. Get the players back tomorrow, and then we're all in on Denver. So that's kind of where we're at. Is there an urgency? There should be an urgency every week. That's how this league is. There's too much parity in this league not to have urgency every week.
You guys have played a lot of games, right? Have had a lot of success. I mean, this is new for you, right? Being a 3-time champion, right? So, you notice that, some of the guys that have been around and had a lot of success, that sometimes maybe they need a little bit more, urging, or like that the tank's just on empty because of all that you guys have accomplished?
Yeah, that's not how I feel. I feel like the guys have got good energy, and we just need to clean a couple things up, and we'll be okay there.
Okay, I know you've said a number of times there's only one football, right? So not everybody can have a giant day, but is it safe to say that you'd like to get Xavier Worthy a little bit more involved, and that would be something that could help you guys out as far as offensively if he could be more part of the equation?
Well, we try to get them all involved the best we can. Some games you're just going to have that where they're taking somebody away, and that's how it goes. That's happened how the coverage goes. That's how the play call goes, so on. So we're not down on Xavier Worthy. We know he's a good player, and we like to get the ball in the good players' hands the best way we can. So it just hasn't rolled that way.
It looks like Seren has one more for you, and then we'll go last to Jason.
Yep, far away.
Sorry, last one would just be Chris Jones. I mean, does he need to find another level for you guys to be successful in the second half?
Before the trade deadline, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks were reportedly on the verge of completing a major deal. However, the player anticipated by Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes will not be joining Kansas City as the agreement fell apart at the last moment. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, both teams had agreed in principle on a trade for linebacker Boy Mafe. The veteran defender was high on the Chiefs' radar, and Kansas City made a strong last-minute push to acquire him before the NFL's trade deadline on Tuesday. Sources indicated that the deal was nearly finalized. Some even believed it was done, but right before the deadline expired, Seattle abruptly changed its mind and decided to keep Mafe. The Chiefs, along with Mahomes and Reid, were left disappointed as they continue to look for ways to improve their defensive pressure. Despite Mafe's underwhelming season so far, the Seahawks still view him as an important part of their defense. His presence remains crucial for a team fighting to win the NFC West and secure a playoff spot. Mafe wasn't the only name linked to Kansas City. Trade deadline rumors also mentioned Riq Woolen, another Seahawks defender reportedly drawing interest from Andy Reid's staff. However, Seattle declined to entertain any offers for the talented cornerback. Seahawks general manager John Schneider was reportedly the key figure behind the decision to block both trades. With Seattle still in playoff contention, trading away key contributors was viewed as a poor move. Instead of selling, Schneider chose to strengthen the roster, highlighted by acquiring Rashid Shaheed in a deal with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, the accolades for Travis and Jason Kelce continue to pour in as the NFL season rolls forward.